Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMtrading. Today, September 5th, 2019. And today is Thursday morning. So looking at the major economic events of the day at 2:15 South African time out of the United States, it's automated data processing company non-farm employment change. It's a preliminary number to tomorrow's non-farm payroll. So just be aware of it, that it is coming out. It is an important number as well. And looking at 5 o'clock South African time, also we have crude inventories coming out. We'll take a look at the price of oil. Now looking at the markets, the euro and the British pound bounce off of the abyss. Okay, they took a nice rally yesterday and it looked like it was about to capitulate there. And looking at the Dow Jones bounces on trade talks. Okay, we're trading at 26,600-ish level, believe it or not. But this week has been a roller coaster ride for the Dow Jones. We'll take a look at that as well. And looking at the commodities, gold break new highs but retreats, and now it's trading at support, and oil pretty much at the top of its range between those Fibonacci retracements. And lastly, looking at the stocks, ALCOA look like it's firming up, which may be a result of some of this news related items, and also may be some of the reasons that the market is turning on the upside. But let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So we're taking a look here at the Euro USD at a 4-hour chart. You can see we massively had this really great bounce yesterday from 109.30-ish level to 110.30-ish level, 100 pip move right there. Okay, and we're shy of the next resistance level about 50 pips right now. So this still has some room to make it. Okay, a little bit of a minor resistance previously there, which was a minor support, and this might be a minor resistance right there. So that's something to look at as this continues to trade later today. Now, I definitely believe if this is going to have some sort of a reversal, okay, if we look at a daily chart, it'll test its lows once again. Okay, now it capitulated down to its of 103.7. Okay, as you can see here, and we're trading at 127, 110.27 right now. So with that said, I'd be watching the GBP very closely with the euro versus the dollar, because we had the same story here. Now here it went a little bit more extreme. We traded from 119.69-ish level, and we broke that 120, which is a big psychological barrier, if you will, to 122.40-ish level. A massive move right there in the price of the GBP versus the USD. This is probably the biggest move up we've had in quite some time. If we look at it like that on a daily chart, you could see it. That's the first time we've had one day massive move like that. Now there is resistance at these levels, so just be aware of that. Now previous support, subsequent resistance, previous support. So right now, 121.75 is acting as my support level. If it does retrace, that's where I'd look for it to retrace to. Now, jumping into the commodities, we're looking at the price of gold. Gold made new highs for the year here at 1553. That's our major retracement level, and we're just flirting with this 1541. Now, that is my subsequent support level, previous resistance as we had that before. So keep that in mind. Okay, now if it does break this 1541, which it may very well happen today if this positive news continues out of the United States, that's something to consider as that trades into today's session. Now looking at oil ahead of these inventories number, now we're pretty much at a bona fide resistance level, 56.85-ish level right there. We're about 60 points away from that, 0.60 points that is. And with that said, okay, we may have a retracement here. Okay, I don't think this Hurricane Dorian did any sort of damage to the oil inventory, so I don't think that it's going to be changed that much, but you do want to know that it is coming out, especially if you do have any positions on it. And if there is excess oil, we could definitely see it retrace down to the $53. Now looking at that Dow Jones, this is the massive move I'm looking at right now. Now this is really in after hours trading. Okay, it didn't happen during the day yesterday. And this is on positive news between China and the United States. Hopefully this showdown will finalize so we could get back into business and possibly challenge this 27,000 again. Now we're trading at 26,648. Now the next real resistance level at these areas is much higher. Okay, really much higher. If we look at some of the previous resistance levels, if we go to a weekly chart just to give us a perspective of it, we're about right there. Okay, just a little bit further up, about 2650 to 100-ish level. Okay, to to 26,700-ish level right there. So that is a resistance level as well, as we need to really break out of this for us to show that it's really getting stronger. Now this May 8, if we look at ALCOA stock, we could see that it is firming up. If we take a look at that right there, $18 a share, as it looks like it's pretty much bottomed out here, made a double bottom. So I'd like to see this continue on the upside to get that momentum going. Okay, so more ending possibly above the 1880 to $19 a share would be what I'm looking for. Now tomorrow is NFP, so just be aware of it. I expect a lot of volatility in anticipation of it as well. This is Fred Razak. I wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.